Welcome to Emma's English.
Hey English learners, welcome back to Emma's English Talk, your cozy little place to learn real everyday English through natural conversations. I am Emma.
And I am Tom.
It is so good to be here with you today, Tom.
Yes, Emma. I am very happy to talk to you today. How are you?
I am doing great, thank you. But actually, something funny happened to me this morning.
Really? What happened? Tell me everything.
Well, I got dressed very quickly because I woke up late.
Oh, waking up late is always stressful. What did you wear?
I put on my favorite blue sweater and rushed out the door to buy some milk.
That sounds normal. Did you go to the local supermarket?
Yes, I went to the small shop near my house.
Okay, and then what happened? Did you buy the milk?
I did buy the milk, but when I was paying, the cashier looked at me with a big smile.
Maybe the cashier was just being friendly.
I thought so too, but then she pointed at my neck.
Your neck? Was there something on your neck?
No, there was a big white label sticking out right under my chin.
Wait, under your chin? Labels are usually at the back of the neck.
Exactly. I put my sweater on backwards.
Oh no, that is so funny. Did you notice it before that?
No, I had no idea. I was walking around with my sweater backwards for an hour.
That is amazing. Putting clothes on the wrong way is such a common daily mistake.
It really is. I think everyone does it sometimes.
Yes, I have many stories about that too.
We should definitely talk about this today, Tom.
Yes, let us talk about the funny things we do when we get dressed.
It is a very simple topic, but it happens to all of us.
I agree. It is perfect for our listeners today.
Yes, our listeners can learn some very useful words about clothes and mistakes today.
That is true. It is a great way to practice simple English.
So, Tom, do you often put your clothes on the wrong way?
More often than I want to admit, Emma.
Really? Tell me about the last time you did it.
It was last Friday, and I was going to a meeting.
Oh no! A work meeting is a bad place for a clothing mistake.
Yes, it was very funny, but also a little difficult.
What did you wear? Was it a shirt?
Yes, it was a nice white shirt with buttons.
Buttons make it even harder to notice sometimes.
Yes, they do. I was in a big hurry.
We're always in a hurry when these things happen.
That is so true. Speed is the enemy of getting dressed correctly.
I love that phrase. Speed is the enemy.
Thank you. I came up with it just now.
Well, let us share more of these funny stories today.
Yes, let us dive into our main conversation now.
So, Tom, tell me more about your white shirt story.
Yes. Well, I put on my shirt and walked to the train station.
Was it a warm day or a cold day?
It was a very windy day, so I was walking fast.
Okay, and did anyone look at you on the train?
A few people looked at me, but I thought they liked my style.
That is very positive of you.
Yes, I felt very good about myself.
But there was a problem with the shirt.
Yes, I wore my shirt backwards.
Backwards? You mean you put the front of the shirt on your back and the back of the shirt on your chest, right?
Yes, exactly. The buttons were on my back and the high collar was on my throat.
Oh my goodness! How did you button it?
I did not button it. My wife buttoned it for me because I asked her to help me with the back buttons.
Wait, your wife did not tell you it was backwards?
No, she thought it was a new fashion style.
That is so funny. She must have a great sense of humor.
She does. She laughed so much when we realized.
So you walked all the way to the office like that?
Yes, I did. And the collar felt very itchy on my neck.
Itchy? Does that mean it made you want to scratch your skin?
Yes, exactly. It was very uncomfortable and made my skin feel red.
That is terrible. Usually shirt collars are lower in the front, so when you wear them backwards, they push against your neck.
Yes, it was very tight. I kept pulling it all day.
Did you not look in the mirror at the office?
I went to the bathroom, but I only looked at my hair.
Classic Tom. You only check your hair.
Yes, my hair looked great, so I was happy.
But what about the buttons on your back? Did your coworkers notice?
Yes, during the meeting, my boss was standing behind me.
Oh no, your boss. That is the worst person to notice.
Yes, he asked me if I was wearing my shirt the wrong way.
Did he spot the buttons on your back?
Spot? What do you mean by spot?
I mean, did he see or notice the buttons on your back?
Oh, yes. He did spot them immediately when I stood up to speak.
What did he say to him?
I did not know what to say. I was so surprised.
I can imagine. It is very hard to explain why your buttons are on your back.
Yes, I just said I wanted to try something new.
That is a very brave answer.
Thank you. My boss laughed, so it was okay.
You are very lucky. My cashier was nice, but I felt very silly.
It is okay to feel silly sometimes. It makes life interesting.
That is true, but that is not the only clothing mistake I made recently.
Oh, really? Tell me about another one.
Well, 2 days ago, I went to the gym.
Going to the gym is great. Did you wear sports clothes?
Yes, I wore my favorite black leggings and a t-shirt.
Okay, that sounds like a normal gym outfit.
Yes, but when I was running on the treadmill, I looked down.
And what did you see?
I saw the white lines and the pockets of my leggings on the outside.
Oh no, you wore them inside out.
Inside out? What does that mean exactly for our listeners?
It means the inside part of the clothing was on the outside. The seams and tags were showing.
Yes, exactly. The soft part that should touch my skin was on the outside.
That is so funny. Leggings are very tight, so it must have looked very strange.
It did. The big white washing label was waving in the air as I ran.
Did anyone tell you about it?
No, but I saw a girl looking at my legs and smiling.
She did spot the label too.
Yes, she definitely did. I felt so silly.
What did you do? Did you go to the bathroom to change?
Yes, I ran to the changing room as fast as I could.
It must be hard to change tight leggings when you're sweaty.
It was almost impossible. I was jumping up and down in the bathroom stall.
That sounds like a comedy movie.
It felt like one. I almost fell over twice.
But you successfully turned them the right way?
Yes, I did. But then I was too tired to go back to the gym floor.
So you just went home?
Yes, I went home and drank a cup of tea.
That is the best way to recover from a gym disaster.
I think so too. Tea solves all problems.
It really does. I have also worn my socks inside out before.
Really? Socks are not as bad as leggings, I think.
Maybe not, but they feel very weird.
Yes, the thick line at the toes is very uncomfortable when it's on the wrong side.
Yes, it rubs against your toes when you walk.
I hate that feeling. It makes me want to take off my shoes immediately.
Me too, but sometimes you are in public and you can't take off your shoes.
That is the worst. You just have to walk slowly and suffer.
Yes, you have to pretend everything is fine.
We do a lot of pretending in our daily lives, don't we?
Yes, we do. We want to look perfect all the time.
But we are not perfect. We make mistakes every day.
And that is what makes us human.
Exactly. And it gives us good stories to share.
Yes, like the time I wore 2 different shoes.
Wait, what? You wore 2 different shoes to go out?
Yes, I did. They were both black, but one was a leather shoe and one was a sneaker.
Tom, how is that possible? They feel completely different.
I know, but I was half asleep.
You did not feel the difference when you walked?
I thought the ground was just uneven.
That is a very creative excuse.
Thank you. I tried to believe it.
Where did you go with those shoes?
I went to the grocery store to buy some bread.
Did anyone notice?
The cashier looked at my feet for a long time.
Did she say anything to you?
No, she was too polite.
That is nice of her. I would probably laugh.
I laughed too when I got home and saw my feet.
It is good that you can laugh at yourself.
Yes, it's the best medicine.
I completely agree.
What about your friends? Have they done this?
Oh, yes. My friend Sarah once wore her sweater inside out to a restaurant.
Did she notice during the dinner?
No, she only noticed when she went to wash her hands.
Oh, the bathroom mirror is always the place of truth.
Yes, the mirror never lies.
Did she change it in the bathroom?
Yes, but she had to take it off completely.
That is always a bit scary in a public bathroom.
Yes, she was worried someone would walk in.
Did someone walk in?
Yes, a little girl walked in and just stared at her.
That is so funny. Children always watch everything.
Yes, they have very sharp eyes.
They can spot a mistake instantly.
Yes, they really can.
Did the girl say anything?
No, she just looked at her like she was crazy.
That must have felt so funny.
It did. She told me about it as soon as she came back to the table.
That is good she told you. Sharing makes it less stressful.
Yes, we laughed about it for the rest of the night.
That is the best way to handle it.
It really is.
I think these small mistakes make our days more fun.
They definitely do.
I'm happy we're talking about this today.
Me too, Tom.
Let us continue this chat.
Yes, let us talk more about how people react to these things.
That's a great idea.
Many people feel very bad when they make a mistake.
Yes, they think everyone is watching them.
But in reality, most people are too busy with their own lives.
Yes, exactly. Most people do not look at others very closely.
They are looking at their phones or thinking about their day.
Yes, so we don't need to worry too much.
That is a very comforting thought.
I think so too.
Let us take a look at another side of this topic.
Yes, let us do that.
So, Tom, what do you do when you realize you made a clothing mistake in front of others?
Well, at first I feel very embarrassed.
Embarrassed. Can you explain what that means?
It means I feel shy, uncomfortable, or worried about what other people think of me because I made a mistake.
Ah, yes. Your face feels hot and you want to hide?
Exactly. My face gets very red and I just want to disappear.
That is a very normal feeling.
Yes, but after a minute, I try to laugh it off.
Laugh it off? What does that mean?
It means I laugh about the mistake to show that I do not think it is serious or important. I treat it like a joke.
That is a very healthy way to handle it.
Yes, because if you laugh, other people laugh with you, not at you.
That is very true. It changes the energy of the moment.
Yes, it makes everyone feel more comfortable.
I remember once I had a piece of spinach in my teeth during a presentation.
Oh no, spinach in the teeth is a classic mistake.
Yes, I was talking for 20 minutes with a big green leaf on my front tooth.
Did you feel very embarrassed when you saw it in the mirror later?
Yes, I felt so embarrassed. I wanted to cry at first.
That is understandable. A presentation is a very formal event.
Yes, but then I decided to laugh it off.
How did you do that?
I sent a quick message to my team and said, I hope you enjoyed my lunch as much as I did.
That is brilliant. That is a perfect way to laugh it off.
Thank you. My team replied with funny jokes and we all had a good laugh.
That shows you are a very strong person, Emma.
Or maybe just a hungry person who liked spinach.
That is also true. Spinach is very healthy.
Yes, but it is not good for fashion.
No, it is not.
What about other small daily mistakes?
Like dropping your keys or walking into the wrong room?
Yes, or spilling coffee on your white shirt right before a meeting.
Oh, spilling coffee is the worst.
It always happens when you are wearing white.
Why is that? Is there a law of the universe about white clothes and coffee?
I think there must be. White clothes are like a magnet for coffee.
Yes, a coffee magnet. That is a great name for it.
Have you ever spilled coffee on yourself before a big event?
Yes, I spilled a whole cup of black coffee on my trousers before an interview.
Oh my goodness, what did you do?
I tried to clean it with water in the bathroom, but it just made a bigger wet circle.
Oh no, that makes it look even worse.
Yes, it looked like I had a very bad bathroom accident.
Tom, that is so funny but so terrible.
Yes, I was extremely embarrassed.
Did you still go to the interview?
Yes, I had no choice. I could not go home.
How did you handle it during the interview?
I sat down quickly and kept my folder on my lap the whole time.
That is a smart way to hide it.
Yes, I did not stand up until the interviewers left the room.
Did you get the job?
Yes, I did, so maybe the folder trick worked.
That is amazing. You are a true professional.
Or maybe they just thought I really loved my folder?
Yes, he really holds that folder with passion.
Exactly.
That is a great story. It shows that even bad starts can have good endings.
Yes, we should not let small mistakes ruin our day.
I agree. Life is full of these small, funny moments.
They are the things we remember and laugh about later.
Yes. nobody remembers the days when everything went perfectly.
That is very true. Perfect days are a bit boring to talk about.
They really are.
I like the messy days more.
Me too. They have more character.
Yes, and they teach us to be more relaxed.
Exactly. We learn to go with the flow.
Going with the flow is a great lesson for language learning too.
Oh, yes. Our English learners make mistakes every day, and that is completely fine.
Yes, making mistakes in English is just like wearing your shirt backwards.
It is. You might feel embarrassed at first.
But you can just laugh it off and keep going.
Yes, every mistake is a step closer to speaking great English.
That is a very beautiful way to put it, Emma.
Thank you. I want our listeners to feel happy about their mistakes.
Yes, do not be afraid to make them.
We all make them, even native speakers.
Oh yes, I make mistakes in English every day, and it's my first language.
I can confirm that, Tom.
Hey, that was not very nice.
I'm just joking. You know I love how you speak.
I know, we have a lot of fun here.
We really do.
Do you have any more clothing stories?
Let me think. Oh, yes. One time I wore a sweater with a hanger still inside it.
A hanger? How did you fit your head inside?
It was a very big, loose sweater. The plastic hanger was stuck in the shoulders.
So, your shoulders looked very wide?
Yes, I looked like a football player.
That is hilarious. Did you not feel the hard plastic?
I felt something hard, but I thought it was just the design of the sweater.
You're very good at ignoring strange feelings in your clothes.
I think I'm just very lazy in the morning.
I think many people are. Morning brain is not very sharp.
No, morning brain is very slow.
That is why we need coffee.
Yes, coffee to wake up the brain, even if we spill it on our pants.
Exactly. It's worth the risk.
It definitely is.
What did you do with the hanger sweater?
I was walking in the park when my friend told me.
She must have been very confused.
Yes, she asked me why my shoulders were so pointy.
And then you reached inside and pulled out a hanger?
Yes, I pulled it out right there in the park.
That is like a magic trick.
Yes, I felt like a magician. Ta-da! Here's a hanger.
That is so funny. I wish I was there to see that.
She laughed so hard she fell on the grass.
I would do the same.
It's one of our favorite memories now.
That is wonderful.
Yes, these moments are precious.
They really are.
So, we have talked about many funny things today.
Yes, we have.
We have. It's clothes backwards, inside out, itchy collars, and hangers.
It has been a very fun conversation.
I agree. It's always nice to share these things.
Yes, it makes me feel less alone in my silliness.
You are never alone, Tom. I'm always silly with you.
Thank you, Emma. That means a lot.
You're welcome. What should we talk about next?
Well, I think we have some great expressions to talk about.
Yes, we used some very useful words today.
We did. It's good to practice them.
We did. It's good for our listeners to use them.
Yes, they are very common words.
And they're easy to remember.
That is the best part of learning real English.
Yes, real English is much better than textbook English.
Yes, textbooks do not usually teach you about itchy collars or inside-out pants.
No, they don't. They're too serious.
We are definitely not too serious.
No, we are just serious about helping our listeners.
Yes, that is our main goal.
And we love doing it.
We do. So, let us look at those expressions a bit closer.
Yes, that's a great idea.
I'm ready when you are.
Let's do it.
Great.
I'm excited to share these.
Me too.
Let's begin.
Perfect.
You know, thinking about our funny struggles with clothing today made me realize how useful these natural phrases are for everyday English.
That is so true, Emma. We use these kinds of words all the time when we talk about daily life.
Exactly. And for our listeners, using these words will make their English sound much more natural.
Yes, instead of saying, my shirt was the wrong way, you can say, my shirt was backwards.
Yes, backwards is such a specific and helpful word.
And instead of saying, the inner part was on the outside, you can just say, inside out.
It is so much shorter and easier to say.
I agree. It saves a lot of time.
And what about itchy? It is so much better than saying, it makes me want to scratch.
Yes, it is a very common feeling, especially with sweaters.
We also talked about when someone notices something, like when your boss saw the buttons.
Yes, we used the word spot for that.
It is a great alternative to the word see or notice.
Yes, I spot a mistake. Or, did you spot my new haircut?
Exactly. It sounds very casual and native.
And then we have the word embarrassed.
Yes, that is a very important feeling word to know.
It helps you explain how you feel when you make a mistake in public.
Yes. And finally, we talked about how to laugh it off.
This is a great action phrase for dealing with difficult moments.
Yes, it shows you have a good attitude about life.
It really does. These 6 words are perfect for beginner and pre-intermediate learners.
Yes, they are simple, but they make a big difference in how you speak.
I think our listeners will find them very easy to use.
I think so too. They can practice using them today.
Yes, they can try to write sentences with them.
Writing sentences is a great way to remember new vocabulary.
It really is. It helps your brain connect the word to a real situation.
Just like we did today with our stories.
Yes, stories make words stick in your mind.
That is why we share so many stories on this podcast.
That is so true, Emma. We want to make learning fun and memorable.
You are doing a great job with that, Emma.
Thank you, Tom. You are a great partner.
Thank you. I enjoy our talks very much.
Me too. It is the best part of my week.
Mine too. Well, we have another great tool to help our listeners remember these words.
Oh, yes, we do.
Speaking of remembering new words, did you know we have a PDF script available for this episode?
Oh yes, the PDF script is fantastic because you can read every word we say while you listen.
It is perfect for shadowing practice, which is when you speak at the same time as us to improve your pronunciation.
That is a very powerful way to learn, and you can download it completely for free.
Yes, the link is in the description below this video, and we also pinned it in the comments.
So you can easily find it and start practicing right away.
And if you enjoy learning with us, please subscribe to our channel and click the like button.
Yes, your support helps us make more lessons for English learners all over the world.
We really appreciate every subscriber and every like.
It makes us feel very happy to know we are helping you.
It really does. So please join our learning family today.
Yes, welcome to the family, everyone.
Now, speaking of reviewing, before we say goodbye today, let us do a quick review of the key vocabulary we used.
That is a great idea. Let us go through them one more time.
It will help everyone remember them clearly.
Yes, let us start with the first word.
Our first word is backwards, which means in the opposite direction or with the back part at the front.
Like when I wore my white shirt with the buttons on my back?
Yes, that was a classic backwards moment.
The second expression is inside out, which means with the inner part facing outward.
Like my black gym leggings with the white tag showing on the outside.
Exactly, a very funny inside-out situation.
Our third word is itchy, which means causing a feeling that makes you want to scratch your skin.
Like my shirt collar when I wore it backwards and it rubbed against my neck.
Yes, itchy sweaters are the worst.
The fourth word is spot, which means to see or notice something.
Like when the cashier did spot the label on my sweater or your boss did spot the buttons on your back.
Yes, it is a very common and natural word for seeing things.
Our fifth word is embarrassed, which means feeling shy, uncomfortable, or worried about what other people think of you because of a mistake.
Like how we both felt when people noticed our clothing mistakes.
Yes, it is a very normal human emotion.
And our sixth phrase is laugh it off, which means to laugh about something to show that you do not think it is serious or important.
Like when I sent that funny message about my spinach teeth to my team, or when you laughed at your different shoes.
Yes, it is the best way to handle any small disaster.
Those are our 6 target words for today, and they are so useful for everyday conversations.
They really are, and we hope you enjoyed learning them with us.
Before we go, we have a question for you, our wonderful listeners.
Yes, we really want to hear from you.
Have you ever worn your clothes backwards or inside out by mistake?
Or have you ever made another funny clothing mistake in public?
Please tell us your stories in the comments below.
Yes, we love reading your comments. They always make us smile.
And they're a great way for you to practice your English writing.
Exactly. So do not be shy. Just write a short story.
We will read every single one of them.
Yes, we will, and we might even talk about them in our next episode.
That would be so much fun.
Thank you so much for listening to us today, everyone.
Yes, thank you for studying with us. Keep practicing, keep making mistakes, and keep laughing them off.
See you in the next episode of Emma's English Talk.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye!